Welcome back, Mojo Sports, episode 50 in the
50.
building. 50, almost to 100.
Yeah.
That's crazy how
You know
close
what
we are
that
to
means.
100. Yeah. We're getting the boot after 100 if we don't get a Netflix deal.
Yeah. If Will
Yeah,
and I
you hear
each don't
that?
make $1 from the show by 100, we're fucking done.
Joe, I've lost more money doing this show
You're telling
than
me.
I'll ever be able to recoup in the podcast game.
Time is money.
But we do it for the love of the game. We do it for y'all. So buckle up. We just got done with the Kentucky Derby yesterday. Did you watch the horses? You watch the ponies?
Watch ponies, yep. Are you like a one race guy? Like you watch the one, like the actual Kentucky Derby, or
Yeah,
you go?
I'm Kentucky Derby or bust.
That's it. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
I was heavy on the morning. Couldn't tell you the name of the races, but I was wagering on them. You could watch them in the app. That was pretty good stuff. It was some cut stream. They don't commentate, so it's like in between posting times for the horses. It's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes in between each race. They don't commentate to fill the air, so it's just a dead stream of you watching a track for 30 minutes in between races. And I watched it all. I watched it all. I was like, this is
Sounds
good
peaceful.
stuff. Yeah, there's no they don't give you any background, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, and the horses are posting, and then they race. I was like, this is not at all what I've experienced at Kentucky Derby, but yeah, I watched it all.
When you asked for like all races, I actually thought you were talking about like outside of the Derby, like the
Okay.
Belmont Stakes, stuff like that.
Right.
Which I do not do either.
No, I don't do that. I'm a Kentucky Derby guy. Yeah.
Do you think anybody's ever streaked at a Derby? That seems like an untapped market.
It does. The dirt looks pretty deep. Like I was looking at it, looks like a beach of sand. Like if you streak, I bet you wouldn't be able to get out.
Not to mention you get trampled by horses.
That sounds like the worst. Man, that'd be. Yeah, you just gave Aisha Speed or Mr. Beast their next content.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. Somebody, please. We're begging. Golden Tempo won.
Down like they do the horses, put a tarp out and then just euthanize you right on the track.
Yeah, you just see them, handcuff them, they take them to the tarp, and then all you hear is just a gunshot. Big underdog won though, 23-1 Golden Tempo, and if you saw the race, this horse was in dead last for like the majority of the race, and when you watch it back, I was amazed. It was one of the best derbies I've watched because of that. But he went outside too, which I thought was, I'm like, hey, that looks actually like a lot harder coming out from that side. But it was a smart move because it was just open. There was nobody there. And the other horses boxing each other out. But yeah, great moment. And that's the thing for me. It's just it's a 15, 20-minute sporting event for me. I watched them walk the horses. There's a guy got bucked off right before the race, before they even got to the gate, and had to withdraw. I don't know if the horse got hurt, but yeah, spooky season.
Yeah, fastest 2 minutes in sports. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I've never heard that. Sounds great.
There you go.
Yeah, you have anything to add to the Derby though?
No, it'd be fun. Be fun to go. Have you ever been to like a horse track in person?
No, but when I was a kid, we would go to a bar in Arizona where you could bet on the horses, and then you would just sit there and eat, and they were like little races, like you were talking about, and that's where it all started for Willie Moe.
Yeah.
That's where the gambling, the itch came from. Because I had a good first day as a 9-year-old helping out my dad make picks. And I was like, this is, what do they call this place? The ATM? I love this.
Yeah. No, I got introduced to like heavy horse racing, and I don't bet on horses, but just the one time a year. But the like South Point Casino in Vegas, it's off the strip. Will and I live close. Will's house was close to there, and then mine was right around the corner. And I went to the Golden or the South Point, and they have a pretty good book that's just dedicated straight to horses. And like I thought I saw, in Vegas you see some degenerates, like that's what the town is made on. But you go to the horse book, it's a different level of gambler, and they're there all the time. So I got to witness and be around some true degenerates and really learn the ropes from some of those guys. They probably, lost their houses and stuff, but seemed like good advice when I was sitting there.
That is their house because that place is 24/7. So I actually think if I was a bum, that's probably where I would camp out at night.
Oh yeah.
Probably go rip
Yeah.
some bets, some quarter bets, and yeah, I've got shelter for the night.
All you need is $5. You get steak and eggs too. It's basically jail, but
Stags.
you're treated a lot better.
Did you take any horses?
Yeah, no winners. I did win on some of these early races though. I think it's at the same track. There's just
Yeah.
multiple races during the day, right? Obviously in the morning. So I was betting on the ones that I don't even think had a name, like those coming later in the afternoon. But I did win early in the day and then nothing for the actual Derby.
Yeah, I went over 2. Took 2 horses.
Yeah.
Emerging market, you're dead to me. And then
Yeah.
Chief Wallaby actually came in
Yeah,
4th.
that
All
was
right.
good night.
I
Yeah.
respect Chief Wallaby.
Yeah. Didn't quite show.
We also this week we found out that Liv is dead. Oxymoron, some would say.
Yeah.
Saudi money is, I don't know, they must be having some problems over there in the Middle East or something, but funding, it disappeared. And I'm just wondering, do these
They're having to
golfers, did they all
fix some
get their money?
infrastructure. I know. Yeah, I saw somebody post it was like the golfers that got huge payouts should just put in a pool to restart the league so they can play again. I was like, you guys are so stupid. Like, you think they're gonna give any money back to play in this dog shit league? Like, we all knew it was dead, right? We knew
Yeah.
it had like 3 months, like 3 months where it was like, okay, this might be a rival, like this might actually be a problem. They start signing some big guys. And then after you saw some of the events, it was like, all right, this isn't what people sign up for.
Yeah, I never actually watched it live, but I just remember
No.
probably like the second or third clip I ever saw from it. They just had a DJ on the tee box with like the foam machine, like the fog machine, and just bumping. And Bryson DeChambeau, he's just trying to tee off. For the love of God, will somebody stop playing this banger? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was about the extent I watched was Twitter clips.
Yeah. Do you think they'll just let these guys back? They'll probably give them a slap on the wrist like the big guys. Like Brooks, they're kind of keeping him on the outside now, but I feel like they'll eventually just fold him back in. They're too big at names.
Yeah, I think they'll let them play, especially since they've already been able to play in the majors. Yeah,
Dead. RIP.
dead. I would say the other
I
big news oh, you got something?
Yeah, I just before you move on, I wanted to issue an apology. Um, I got a lot of heat last week, and the Chiefs backup quarterbacks, I fucked up. I mean, you tune in this show, it's two idiots talking ball. If you think I know rosters or that I know anything I'm talking about, this is not the show for you. So yeah, the Chiefs backup Minshew's not on the team. I let that slip. People latched onto that one. It was a 5 seconds, and yeah, clearly showed my hand there. So sorry to Justin Fields. I'm sorry to the fans. I'm sorry to my family. Um, Calvin Austin's also not on the Steelers anymore. I don't think that was the other one. So
Giants.
yeah, just a shitty guy. I am. I apologize.
The Chiefs also, I think today they cut Jake Hayner. So I didn't know Jake Hayner was
Mm,
even a Chief.
yeah, I didn't know he
That
was
might
still in the
even be
NFL.
fake news. I don't know. Might even get fact checked on that. Come at me. Giving you guys homework. That's what makes the show so fun. There's so many lies mixed in that at the end you have to go do your own research. You can't take anything from us.
Just take it to a party and spit it out and see if somebody calls you out. If they don't, then great. If they do, then tell them you got it from us.
Keep running. I usually double down, even if I know I'm wrong. Other big news today that just came out this morning: Scooble getting elbow surgery, not Tommy John, but elbow surgery. I think they said he's going to be out for like 3 months. So, Tigers might be dead.
Yeah. There was something. So the headline on this one, and maybe I'm just an idiot. Clearly I am, but it says to undergo surgery for loose bodies and left elbow. What the fuck does that mean? Loose bodies? Is it just like cartilage?
I think he's got like loose like fragments in there. I don't know if it's cartilage or if it's like bone chip. I don't know. But yeah, it sounded like something's just floating around in there.
Yeah. It wasn't like, I was expecting Tommy John when I saw the headline, and it's just like loose bodies. I was like, holy, that sounds way worse than Tommy John.
Yeah. I know you're a huge baseball guy. How are the Tigers doing this year?
I think they're okay. Scooble was 3-2. I mean, 2.7 ERA. I know he was like dealing for him, but I don't think they're like, I don't know. I know the Cardinals, St. Louis, that whole division is like way over 500. That's all I know. They have the same record as the Dodgers, so we might be on the hot seat with our Dodgers World Series. But Tigers couldn't fucking tell you. Now they're dead. Scooble was their guy.
Just looked it up. They're 500 right now.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah. Who
yeah,
gives
they're probably dead.
160.
They're probably dead.
Like all the headlines too at the Mets, it's like Mets are the worst team in baseball. It's like, dude, there's been 20 games. Like you could tell me they can't turn around.
Yeah, easily, right? I think that's also why nobody really watches till the playoffs. I mean, sure, if you're a big baseball guy, you're watching.
Right.
But I would say the majority of people treat it like hockey.
Yeah.
A lot of hockey guys, right? They just watch playoffs. That's when it gets exciting. But I mean, that might be a debate for another day about how long the MLB season is. I mean, I've got a lot of thoughts about how the MLB's run. That's for sure.
Do you have any friends that are like 162ers, like the whole thing?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody like has time to actually watch this shit. But they're gonna keep up with it day to day.
Right.
And what always got me into it was just doing fantasy baseball. You just get into fantasy baseball and then you have to care.
Yep. Yeah. I got a few buddies that they have all the prospects, and they're in the well, that's when you're deep. And when you get to the 17-year-old from the Dominican Republic, you're like, hey, this guy's gonna be a dog. It's like, all right, respect. I'm not there, but respect.
Yeah. You're a nerd at that point.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Eagles organization. Huge contract extension came in today. Big Dom, a man of many hats. He is the head of security. He's also game day coaching operations. He's got more titles than just that. Those are the two that come to the top of my head, but they re-signed him today. Philly rejoice. They say he is the face of the franchise. He's been there since 1999.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
.com bubble. Any details on his pay or no?
No, I was looking for it. I kept wraps on that. Yeah. I think if they exposed how much he was making, some questions would come up.
Good for him. Shout out Big Dom.
Shout out Big Dom. And then I wanted to bring up, have you ever heard of Karate Combat?
No.
Okay. So Karate Combat, it's like a MMA league, I guess you could call it, but they don't really they don't have submissions, and they fight in like a pit instead of an octagon. And maybe you've seen some clips of this, but there's like almost like walls on the sides that it kind of leads you into a pit. It's pretty fun actually. But it's just a lot of guys that are just out there they're trying to knock each other out for the most part, and they're wearing MMA gloves. And their event this past week, they had this chick that came over from the PFL. Her name is Pacheco. Okay, she somewhat looks like a guy. Okay, and she beats people's asses, like world champion. There's a girl named Kayla Harrison. She is going to fight Amanda Nunes soon, and Kayla Harrison is a dog, okay? The only person she's ever lost to is this Pacheco chick. So, tells you how good Pacheco is. For whatever reason, this Karate Combat, they decided to face her off against a O amateur. Yeah, she had not had a pro fight. Actually, technically, her record for amateur, I think, is like 0-1 or 1-0, but then 0 pro fights. They put her in against Pacheco. It went just as you would expect. Pacheco lit her up with these 3 punches right down the pipe. This girl, this tells you she's not a pro fighter. Her reaction was to just be like, "Hey, I'm done. I'm going to walk away. I'm done." She was like out on her feet. She just turns around, turns her head. Pacheco's like, "Oh, free elbow to the back of the head." So she just lights her up with an elbow to the back of the head and then just smokes her with like 3 more shots. And in the background, you hear like some people and they're like, "Julia, no, Julia." They're like crying as they're watching their friend just lose years off her life. And
Jesus.
yeah, little negligent, some
Yeah.
people are saying. Taking a world champion killer and putting her up against probably someone that just had like a social media following. I don't even know how you get in that spot.
I would have told you the negligence came when she told me they were fighting in a pit with walls on the side and there's no submissions. Sounds like just a fight club that you found on YouTube.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's wild. They will even I mean, they'll bring in celebrities like Joe Rogan will go to it. And then they play with like the optics. They'll have like spaceships flying over top and the ceiling and shit. It's a clown show. It's a circus.
Is it in the US? Or are they all over?
Yeah, yeah, in the US.
Wow. I need to
Yeah.
find that. Did you see there was I think it was a Korean fighting league maybe?
Okay.
And it was like a viral clip, but this dude was in the face off talking a bunch of shit and he was fighting what looked to be a Korean guy, um, probably at his home turf. And the dude kept doing the guns. Like he was a Brazilian fighter. He kept doing the guns, like the big gun, shotgun type thing.
Yeah.
And then the Korean dude just whooped his fucking ass, like killed him. And the dude's knocked out on the ground. The Korean guy hit him with probably 15 shotguns as he was on the ground, and then he just walked up to his face and flipped him off. It was one of the most vicious knockouts, like, fuck around, find out I've ever seen. So yeah, that was my UFC/MMA clip of the week that I saw.
I love that. I love that you're getting into it. That's probably the first time he's ever shot a gun too. I don't even know if they're legal in Korea. I know they're not in
Yeah,
Japan. Different countries.
it
I
didn't
know.
it didn't look right. He wasn't holding it right.
Yeah.
Bad gun safety.
He looked like he was shooting a gun from Halo. It was like made by the aliens.
Yeah,
Last thing I
that
wanted to
Brazilian
bring
guy
up
said.
before we dive into the leagues, big news. Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith reuniting this week. They're going to do one show, I believe, and First Take reunion. Kind of feels like Pacquiao Mayweather,
Mhm.
right? You're getting two guys coming back, not sure if they're still in their prime.
I would I would say well past the prime now. I mean, Stephen A's still doing it. I think Stephen A's still doing it, but Skip looks yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Skip still got his fastball though, because
He
a
does,
couple
you're right.
weeks ago he started bringing up the question. He said, "Is Bronny James more clutch than LeBron?"
I saw that.
Yeah, I mean that's a fastball if I've ever seen one. He said, "Hey, I know I can't say he's a better player, but what if he's just more clutch
Ugh,
than his dad?"
I will not be
He said,
watching him,
he
sorry.
said
I'm sorry
Bronny
for
must
listening.
have got the clutch gene from Savannah. He definitely didn't get it from LeBron. But perfect segue. Let's dive into NBA playoffs. So round 2 started today, yesterday for those of you listening, and boy, the Celtics had an all-time blunder. I saw the graphic. They were up 13 points with a 3-1 series lead in the third quarter, and they go on to lose the entire series, not just that game. And Missoula, tough look for him. Jason Tatum, tough look. Didn't play in game 7. He's all about the Mamba mentality, and feels like Kobe would have played in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, weird stuff out of this one. Minus 2,200 for the Celtics when they were up 3-1. So insane that the Sixers came back to win this. Also, very weird quote. I like Joe Mazzulla a lot, but the strange quote. Did you see that one after the game? He
No,
was like, after we won the finals, I had a dead feeling inside. I have that same dead feeling right now, like after they lost the game. It's like, dude, I think you might need to go to therapy or something. Like I just didn't. There was a fucking crazy quote, but yeah. And then the Sixers tonight. I mean, they got boat raced. The Knicks look for real. I know. I think maybe it was a little bit of a hangover game. Obviously, Sixers coming off a huge series win. Boston's their big rival, but the Knicks fucking smoked them tonight.
yeah, it feels like the Knicks now have a great path to
Mm-hmm.
get into the finals. The Pistons are the 1 seed in the East, and they had the shakiest possible series a 1 seed could have. And if you watched Game 6 against the Magic, it was the worst shooting performance of all time by the Magic in the second half. They had a 17-point lead at halftime, and they ended up losing the game by like 15. I texted you a stat. I said Cade Cunningham had 19 points for the Pistons in the fourth quarter. The Orlando Magic had 19 points in the entire second half as a team.
Yeah, it was disgusting, and the East is dog shit, right? I mean, the Knicks look okay, but I feel like we were all on the Celtics. That was the only team I thought that had any chance. So now the Sixers and they're getting boat raced by the Knicks. So I think we're a West podcast. Like I think it's got to be the West. It's either going to be the Spurs or the Thunder in my head. I really want the Lakers to do it. I want Bronny to just keep, sorry, LeBron to just keep it going. But like,
And Bronny.
yeah, and Bronny. But don't you
Bronny's been
think?
carrying LeBron, kind of.
The East is just dead. Like Cade Cunningham fucking won that entire series by himself. The last like 3-4 games he played unbelievable. He was over 30 every night. Like that was the only thing carrying them. That night I would love to see a Knicks Thunder championship just because I could see the social media clips of the Knicks afterwards. I love the side talk NYC. That's the same. I've been trying to tell you this. Revival the Fittest record store in New York. Same creator that did the whole side talk thing. So yeah, there you go. That's my TikTok deep dive for the evening.
It's TikTok shout out of
Yeah.
the day.
They
I
need
see.
the views from us.
I think this is the perfect time for them to blow this series
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's like, wow, you guys have it. Like, you guys are going to go to the finals. It's all laid out for you.
Yeah.
And then if they blow this series, that's going to be there's some fun reactions to watch down
Yeah.
there in New York. Um, and I do think the Sixers could do it. Like the way
Yeah.
they played against Boston, especially once Embiid got back, that looks like a tough team to out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's still Thunder for me. I'm not changing my tune on that. We were wrong about the Celtics. I was wrong about Celtics, but I don't think it matters. I think it's Thunder all the way.
I did think about putting in a bet about doing exact having Spurs over Knicks for the
Mm.
exact. Yeah.
Spurs. I like that. I like Spurs.
Yeah, I think that's fun. I might sprinkle on it. And the big talk, I mean, we kind of talked about LeBron, but LeBron is just, he's come out this year and said, I'm the best player of all time. End of debate. It's over. The things he's doing right now, he just passed the Bulls franchise for playoff wins. He now has more wins than Michael Jordan's entire franchise, their entire history, even when he wasn't there. And yeah, it's just unreal. He led the series in scoring. If you look at the Rockets-Lakers series, LeBron scored the most, and then the next three players, all Rockets. So he's actually carrying the team. And it's another classic, just who are these guys that he's playing with? It's another one of those. They're all guys that we would know, but they're all role players. None of them are, oh, can you believe Marcus Smart got traded? Like major NBA news. Oh my God, super team. Like none of that. It's just a bunch of guys that know their role. And LeBron, for whatever reason, when he gets in the playoffs, he understands how to play the chess match and win these series.
Yeah. No, I want to see it. I want to see it. I really do. Did you see the clip of LeBron talking about money the other day?
No.
They were like, so it says here you have $1 billion net worth. Like the guy was asking him on Google, it says you have $1 billion net worth. And he was like, man, Google's lying. Like I have a few $1,000s in my bank account. Like my kids have all my money. Like I have no money. I was like, why do you keep lying, LeBron? Like you're a fucking liar. He's just being humble, I think. But it was a funny clip. Everybody's pulling up the meme of him reading the book and stuff.
Yeah, LeBron is known to sprinkle in some lies. Yeah.
Few thousand in the bank account.
Few thousand, sure. Sure. Yeah, he's got a GoFundMe up right now. Anything else from NBA?
No, I'm excited. I'm starting to watch a little bit. The first round I can't get into, but now I'm in. Every time I tell my wife we're watching NBA stuff, she's like, "Oh, this will be good, fun to watch." She's like, "What? Like they move on after this one?" I'm like, "No, there's 7 games." And she's like, "Oh, so it's the finals?" And I'm like, "No, it's the second round." She's like, "Oh, so like, why do they play 7 games? Like there's 7 games and 4 rounds of the playoffs. That's how they do it. It is a little ridiculous when you think about it, but it's electric at the same time."
This is the way I want you to explain it to her. You say, hey, when you look at March Madness, you look at the NFL, the best team does not always win.
True.
The NBA, it is very hard to argue once a team wins the finals that they were not the best team because you have to beat the team multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, let's move to hockey because we now got the second round. You're definitely, deeper into hockey than I am, but I will say I have been putting bets on hockey, which therefore I am watching hockey. And RIP to anybody last night that took the under in the Wild Avalanche game. I had Wild money line, and at one point they were up 6-5, and I said, "Oh, we're good." I said, "They're not going to give up 7 goals." They end up giving up 9.
The Avalanche are disgusting. I try to tell you, it's the Avalanche all the way. They're nasty. Uh, that may be one of the highest scoring hockey games though I've ever seen. I did take the over because I was like,
Nice.
they're just gonna keep fucking scoring this game. But I agree. I mean, hockey I feel like is my best betting sport because I feel like I know the least about it, and the
Mm,
lines are always kind of shaded. Like they shade the lines more so than any other sport I've seen. The unders and the overs, everything like that. It'll be like -130 to open instead of the -110, something like that. So it's like
yeah.
they're telling you, like, "Hey, you should take this." Okay, I'll do that. And a lot of times it kinda works out. So hockey's one of my favorites to bet on.
The thing that fucks me in hockey is the empty nets at the end of games.
Yes. Yep.
Like you betting under because you're like, hey, these are two teams that just duke it out, very physical, low scoring. And then in the last minute of the game, you get 1 or 2 goals and it just pushes it over. Or the puck line team just pulls away and wins by 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Golden Knights, though, move on. That was fun to see. They're playing right now, up 1-0 against the Ducks.
Up
That's
1-0.
good. Let's go.
I'm on a money line.
Let's go. Me too. Same. Carolina's disgusting. They are up 2
2-0,
already.
baby.
OT. Are you a full Philly guy? Like, do you like the Sixers and the Flyers and all that, or just the Eagles?
No, every team that I root for, they have something sentimental to me.
'Kay.
So for me, I'm a Knights fan.
Yeah, Knights. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to their first playoff game ever
Yeah.
in the history of it. So Which wild story about that. I was just coaching at UNLV at practice one day. One of the trainers came up to me and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to the Knights game tonight." I'm like, "Oh, it's going to be sick, blah, blah." I leave work that day around 5. And as I'm driving home on the freeway, he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go to the Knights game?" I'm like, yeah, first playoff game, franchise history. Absolutely. I said, "I thought you were going with your boy." He said, "Yeah, his mom just died. He's not going to be able to make it."
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
yeah, it was wild. It was just insane.
That's
And
terrible.
yeah, I don't know what to reply because you can't be excited too much about going to the game at that point. But you're also just like, I think she would want me to take them because she doesn't want you to go by yourself. So that's how I ended up making it to that game. Insane, though.
Uh,
It all
yeah,
happened
yeah.
within like 3 hours of the game. Yeah.
R.I.P. his mom. But if you never been to a Golden Knights game, they do have. I've been to a decent amount of sporting events, and I think it's one of the best like atmospheres. Like they put on a Vegas show as well as the
Yeah.
hockey game. Like it's the mascots, they always fight before the game. Like they'll bring out the opposing mascot, then the knight flies around on the ice and fights somebody. I actually worked game ops with a guy who was the knight. He started out
Oh,
as the
nice.
knight. So he started there, and now he's with the Savannah Bananas. So shout out to him, just a illustrious career in that field. But yeah, it's a great atmosphere. If you've never been to a hockey game, a Golden Knights game is a way to start out the NHL.
Do I know this person?
Zach?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He
I
was
played
he was the
Ultimate
knight.
Frisbee with this kid.
Yep. Yep. No,
Yeah.
he's been in like a bunch of the big videos for the Savannah Bananas. He's like a really good dancer. So like he'll go
Okay.
out sometimes and do like a full routine and like take an at bat for the Savannah Bananas and like do some crazy twirls and shit as he's going up to the plate. Like, yeah, super talented dude. But it was, I mean, fucking was fighting, whenever they were playing, was fighting other mascots. It was like, hey, I know that guy. This is sick.
Are you a Savannah Banana guy?
No, no, no. For
Okay.
him, I like him. Great guy. I
Yeah.
like him. I like the story of it, but like, yeah, that's about it. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters for me. Like you see it once, it's cool. It's like sick, and then that's kind of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a cult though. They get a ton of hate, right? Like a lot of people kind of hate them.
I think, yeah, it's pretty divisive. It's like
I don't
you're on
know.
one side or
I
the
don't
other.
know. I really get
Yeah.
it. It's like a good thing. People take their kids and stuff. I don't understand the hate necessarily.
Yeah, they take their
Definitely
kids.
don't hate them.
I think maybe some people are envious. I think those dudes just go on tour and they're just getting chicks everywhere they go. I feel like a lot of them are just like TikTok bros.
Yeah, but decent at baseball. Did you see the
Yeah.
stadium though? This was the first time where I was like, "What the fuck's that?" It was at Texas A&M. They played at their football stadium, and the diamond was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. You know how sometimes they'll convert a football stadium into a baseball diamond?
Yeah.
Well, this time they didn't really convert it. They just put the home plate in the corner of the end zone, and then like the rest of the football field was right field. So it was like it was it was a outrageous setup for a baseball diamond. But yeah, people were really mad online when they saw that. They're like,
Did
this isn't baseball." It's like,
did
yeah,
they even put up a wall or could you just hit it all the way down for
I
like
think it
100
was like
yards?
cricket. Yeah, you could just
Oh wow.
I don't know how the actual gameplay went. It was the graphic I saw and the anger. That's kind of where my viewage stopped.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that baseball has more games. There weren't enough to watch before. So, there's never enough baseball.
No.
Uh, are you sticking with the Avalanche long term?
Yeah. Long term. Unless
Okay.
they play the Knights, which it's looking like they may, I
Yeah.
will be rooting against them, but I do think the Avalanche win it all.
All right. I'm sticking with the Canes. Let's go, baby. I take it you didn't watch UFC this week. It was in
I
Australia. It
did.
started at 1 a.m. Our time.
Yeah. You told me
Tough watch.
we were working on
Yeah, I did. I did watch the entire card. Really screwed up my schedule. Uh, just a little 1 to 6 a.m., watching some dudes beat each other's ass. But I'm a dedicated fan. I also, part of the reason was I knew one of the guys that was in the opening fight, and I knew a guy that was in the fourth fight. I was actually
Mm,
watching the dude's dog that was in the fourth fight. I'm
pretty
dog
sick.
sitting him right now. And
Sweet brag.
yeah, he should have won. He lost the decision. It
Ah,
was bullshit. He clearly won the third. The other guy clearly won the first. Who did you score for the second? I thought he for sure won it. But yeah, didn't get his hand raised. So not great. Feel bad for him. He deserves a win in that spot. But the opening fight, my boy did get a heel hook submission, either a heel hook or a knee bar, but he ripped some dude's leg up. That was nice. Shout out Cody Steele for that. He'll be big time someday. And then main event was Carlos Prates. He's one of the fighting nerds, one of the guys that wears the glasses. And he was fighting JDM, Jack Della Maddalena, former champion and from Australia. Let me tell you, Carlos Prates beat the living shit out of this guy. And I was all over JDM. And Prates is just a killer. This guy, he just throws his limbs so hard against people's faces. Doesn't matter which limb he's using. And people had rumored that they offered McGregor to fight him for his comeback fight. And McGregor had tweeted out, "Oh, they're trying to get me to fight some no-name bum that's not going to sell any tickets." So right now, if they fought, I think Prates would be like minus 2,000. I
wow.
think he would destroy McGregor. So yeah, shout out Prates. Watch out for him. Also, Tai Tuivasa, Australia loves him. He's an Aussie, does the shoey. He lost again. I think it's time to hang it up. He's on a
Yeah.
7-fight losing streak. It's kind of lost the flair.
Yeah. That
And
happens a
then
lot now when you kind of lose your mojo, you get kind of,
yeah,
yeah, like it's hard to get it back. I feel like I can see how, because you get knocked out a couple times, especially a brutal knockout. It'd be fucking
hmm
scary to go back.
and betting wise, like I try to think about that too, of like when guys are like ascending and when they're falling. Like, I feel like
Hmm.
that's a big part of it. Because also, like even the JDM one, he lost to Protest, but like JDM was champ, loses his belt. Guys usually go one way or the other, because some guys it's like, dude, I did it. I became world champ. And once you get that, you don't have like that same hunger motivation. I don't know if that's the case with him, but I've just seen it over and over again. And then when you're fighting a hungry guy that's on the come up, he's like, I haven't tasted that yet. I want a piece. So,
Yeah.
and then last guy I want to bring up Quillen Salkild. Okay. He's a young Australian prospect and he's electric. The fans love him. He's got the aura. He's got like one of those mullets. I don't know. He kind of looks, I don't know. You just got to look him up. He's got a mustache and like a mullet, and he just knocks people out. And then his signature celebration, he just lights up a cigar like immediately, acts like he's just lighting up. But watch out for this guy. I think this kid likely going to be a face of the UFC in a couple of years.
Hell yeah. I always love the UFC breakdowns. That one, yeah. You can get me on most of them, but a 1 a.m. start time, that's a tough sell for the casual fan.
That's tough. I might be able to sell you on the next one because the next card coming up is going to be Sean Strickland. I'm
Yep.
sure you know
Okay.
Sean Strickland.
Yep.
And he's fighting Hamzat Chimaev,
Mm.
who is just one of those Dagestani killers. And he takes you down and he beats you up. And he doesn't just take you down, he takes you down and he makes you pay for it. But he usually doesn't finish you. He just punches you in the face and holds you down for 5 rounds and just demoralizes the best of the best. And him and Strickland used to train together. They were
Mm.
boys for like a little period of time. They were training together. And now they're talking about shooting each other, pulling up on site. Like, I've got my guns. I hope you got guns. It's getting vicious. There's a chance the fight doesn't even happen because once they get in the media day and stuff, Dude, it's gonna get wild. And you know Strickland,
Yeah.
he says some off the wall shit, especially about foreigners.
Yeah.
So this one's getting personal.
Is that this weekend? When's that one?
Yeah, I think it's this Saturday.
All right. Something to
Yeah,
do Saturday. Pencil it in.
something to look out for. Uh, well, that's all the sport recaps for you. And Joe, if you just want to let it fly, I think we got about 5 minutes left on this episode. Uh, Anything you want to talk about before we send these boys off and girls?
No, I mean, you let it fly. You had some down. I couldn't think of anything this week, but I'm excited. I'm
That's
excited.
that's perfectly
Excited to
fine.
hear.
Mine's so dumb, but I want to let it fly. But I think college football needs a coach that acts like Trump. A coach like if Trump was coaching, the one that I kept thinking of was Lane Kiffin, gets to LSU, and if he just had the same charisma and he just was outspoken like it would be the best thing ever. Because he gets in there and they start off 3-0. They're beating up on some group of fives. And he's like, we're winning so much. I'm walking around Baton Rouge and people are saying, we don't know what to do. We've never won this much. We've been losers for so long. We've been the laughing stock of the SEC, despite winning a championship in 2019. Yeah, we've never won so much. And then all of a sudden, he goes in, he plays against like South Carolina. They lose week 7 to South Carolina. He's like, oh, look at the Ole Miss team. They're doing pretty well. I built that. He's like, but Brian Hussein Kelly, he left me with this program. It was in shambles. He was like, Brian Hussein Kelly did this. And then all of a sudden they play like a rivalry game. They're playing against Bama. First quarter ends. They interview him on the sideline. He's like, we already won the game. This game's been won for weeks now. This game's over. They're begging us to quit. He's like, I don't know. We could stop winning at any point. They said we've never seen a drive like this. Never seen it. Yeah. Some of my top advisors. Game 0-0. So I just think someone needs to do that because whenever I watch Trump, I think about him as a football coach. And I'm like, what if one of my head coaches was like talking to the team like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be sick. Yeah. It'd be like just every week. I mean, you had some guys that were like that. I feel like Leach he had that bravado a little bit where he would just shit on people. But the problem was Leach would just say how it was all the time. He wouldn't put the positive spin. You know what I mean? So you need a guy that's just delusionally positive about the program all the time. And
Yeah.
just
Even if they're like 0-5,
yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like we're crushing this. This is the best it's ever looked.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sick. He'd never get fired. He just like somehow the university president they'd always renew him.
As soon as they want to fire him, he would fire the AD. He would get the AD fired. He would start finding a new AD. Yeah.
Yeah, sick of football. I got sick of football. It's no good. Fuck football. The real money comes from being an AD. That's where it comes from. I'll tell you. I'm the best there's ever been. Never been a better AD.
There's no power in coaching. It's all in the administration.
They died like a dog. I'll hire him.
Brian Kelly, his wife has a dog face. Yeah, he can't recruit.
I had one more thing that's not let it fly. But did you see the JP Morgan story that came out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is not funny. It is not funny at all. Okay. People's lives are being ruined.
That's right.
But god damn it, those quotes coming out of there were something on horrible bosses or something, because that shit was unbelievable, some of the stuff. And let me tell you, New York Times, New York Post, I think, said all fabricated. This guy's making it up. I think another story came out today. He used a dead dad. You know, we're familiar with dead dads. He used a dead dad as bereavement leave. His dad's alive. They interviewed him. His dad's not dead. So they're just poking holes in the credibility. But if he was making him up, if he's making all this up, the quotes that he gave them about his boss, what his boss was saying. Some of the all-time quotes to come out of your head. I mean, unbelievable stuff out of somebody's imagination if it's all fake. If it's real, crazy, not great, bad stuff. But if it's not real, how the fuck did he come up with those? Because some of the stuff he came up with was hilarious.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite people, are these people that they just know how to lie. And they just lie about everything. Those people are fascinating to me.
I am so curious to find out more about this, what actually happens. I think it's all like pending, so all this is alleged. I don't know if they'll settle out of court, but either way, it is a wild, wild story. And the headlines are all just sex slave. JP Morgan exec makes sex slave out of the analyst. I mean, just crazy shit.
I
Crazy
saw a
shit.
great meme of a guy. He was like interviewing for JP Morgan today, and he's just sitting in
full
the
leather.
lobby. Yeah, full leather gimp suit, just like zipped up.
All you sick bucks out there too. I saw JP Morgan's applications went up like 200%, something like that. So just
No way.
nobody will take anything seriously. As soon as stuff like that happens, it breaks on Twitter. It's just the memes that come out of it are unbelievable. Also the AI stuff. I mean, holy fuck. People making videos, like making doctored videos of them at dinner together. Like, dude, it's getting
Even
wild.
the main picture was AI.
Yeah, yeah,
The one that was going
yeah.
around of her standing on top of the desk and she's just showing off cannons. That's AI.
Your
I'm
wife
pretty
doesn't
sure
have
even
these.
the name tag just said boss lady. It didn't even say her name.
I saw something that said he's not even married. That's where I'm like, those quotes that were flying around where it's like your wife doesn't have these cannons and the guy's not even married. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is just a wild, wild story.
Yeah, AI's getting good, getting dangerously good. Be on the watch out there.
Yeah, but I'd also like to announce I just got a new job at JP Morgan.
And I'm his boss.
Just kidding. I'm not not smart enough for that. Not smart enough.
I also want to announce that Wemby right now has 10 blocks, and we're in the third quarter.
What's
We're
the
in the third
score?
quarter. It's 66-65. Spurs are up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm on Spurs money line and Knights money line to cash a parlay. So let's go.
Love that.
Let's go. It's gonna be
Love that. I'm on Knights money line, and then I'm on Spurs T-Wolves under 219.5. Right now, the total is 197.5. Flying.
We got a quarter
No,
left.
no overtime. Overtime's gonna kill me. Well, thanks for coming by. Thanks for sticking around. If you stuck around this long, you got some good bits there at the end. Pat yourself on the back. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. And we'll see you for episode 51. One step closer to the 100 mark.
Yeah, we need $1. $1 each, otherwise we're stopping. Everybody, we'll pay all of you a couple dollars for listening for 100 episodes if we don't make $1. Thanks. Adios.